And we return with the story of Diego Ortiz. And we start this episode off with a little bit of a mistake. The recording messed up for this game against Hoffenheim. And you can see here they went 1-0 up through Bas Dost. Ortiz had a couple of opportunities into the second half. The first 20 minutes of the second half had a couple of opportunities. You can see here both going wide of the post. 84 minutes in though. Ronnie Lopez received the ball, struck it home. 89th minute. Lopez is going to receive the ball again. He's going to tuck it home, and he's going to make the game a 2-1 victory. We're going to end the rating with a 7.9. You can see there we had 2 shots off target, 1 on target. As we go into the final group stage game of the Europa League. Now this Europa League game is in England. This is going to be our first time travelling to England. And because we're not the most popular player in the world, we can freely walk around in the park in England because we are not the most well-known. People aren't going to be asking for pictures. Maybe the odd person who's interested in Bundesliga football will come and talk to us. But yeah, we have the freedom to walk through. Chose to walk through at night, just in case there was a couple of people that wanted a picture. And that was just the night before the game against Everton. Just wanted a bit of peace, relaxation, as we go to Goodison Park. And you can see there, we are top of the group stages. Everton are in second. We're currently the top goal scorer with 7, joint with Rafinha, who plays for Sporting. As we pan up, you can see the cold weather. We're wearing the coat in the park. We're wearing the gloves here. Long sleeves with the undershirt. 17 minutes into the game there, the first highlight is going to arrive as Lopez plays the ball to Roussillon. Roussillon finds Ortiz. He plays it through to Lopez. Lopez dinks it at the back post to Jadon Sancho. It's a lovely strike. And it's 1-0 to Dortmund, 18 minutes into the game. A lovely strike at the back post. Hits the post itself, which is probably why Pickford didn't save that one. But half an hour into the game, Lopez is going to find Ortiz out wide. He's dragged the centre-back out wide, meaning there's space for Lopez to run into. He finds Roussillon. Roussillon finds Ortiz, who was, unfortunately, just offside in that situation. A touch here, though, goes straight at the defender. Luckily, it falls back to Ortiz. He finds Delaney. Delaney finds Sancho. Sancho is got Royce and Ortiz to the left of him. He's going to maybe try and find Ortiz on the edge of the box. Strikes it first time. No enough power on that one. And is easily caught by Pickford. But into the second half, Ortiz finds Sancho. Sancho's going to let off. This time, a bit more power. And a bit more better placement. But again, Pickford is there. And he's got the 1 goal against the English sides. Maybe Ortiz isn't ready to play in England just yet, but a lovely ball there by Marco Reus. Ortiz gets the better of the defence, cuts inside, but Kamara is there, sticks a foot out, and Ortiz loses out on possession of the ball. They pass it straight to Lopez. Lopez plays it across to Sancho, and maybe Sancho is ready for English football because he's just gone and scored twice. Made the game 2-0, but Illaramendi with another brilliant ball through to Ortiz. He's going to cut it inside, plays it across. Nowhere near enough power on that one. Bit more power on that. That would have been 3-0. The game wrapped up. But you can see here, it's been a dominant tie. Royce is going to find Ortiz. He's gone a bit further wide than he'd like to, but it's a brilliant strike nonetheless. And an even better save by Jordan Pickford. The game ends as a 2-0 victory. An 8.1 rating for Diego Ortiz. He's moved up to an 85 overall. As we return to Bundesliga action. This time, it is the derby against Schalke. This is a derby. Now, I think I got the names of the derbies mixed up in an earlier episode where I said that the Bayern derby was, I think I said the wrong name for that one. But half an hour into the game, Ortiz throws the ball to Sancho. It's going to get back to Ortiz, but for some reason Ortiz was offside there. I have no idea how Ortiz was offside. But 2 minutes into the second half, Royce finds Lopez. Lopez finds Marco Reus. Reus plays it through to Ortiz. Gets the better of the defender, cuts inside. Gonna have a nice little lay across to Illaramendi. 1-0 to Borussia Dortmund. And again, it's the player you do not expect. Illaramendi is not a player you would expect to be getting this amount of goals, but he's scored quite a few this season already. He is a nice little attacking defensive mid. But the ball is cleared to Lopez. Lopez can't quite win the header. Schopf is going to play it to Harit. Harit turns Royce brilliantly there. Going to cut back inside. Shot is blocked. Finds Rudy. Rudy hits it first time. And it just dips over the top of Berkey. Hits the crossbar. And it is a brilliant strike. 65 minutes into the game though. We're going to look to respond instantly. Royce plays it out wide to Hakimi. Hakimi's going to find Ortiz. Shot is blocked. Harit is actually going to keep this one in. Maybe it would have been better to let that one go out for a goal kick because he's passed it straight to Lopez. Lopez plays it to Royce. Royce to Ortiz, and he just curls that one past Farman with a brilliantly curled effort into the bottom corner. No way the keeper's getting to that one, and Dortmund are back in the lead in this derby. You can see here, hops over the tackle, hits it first time, curls past the defender, curls past the keeper. 1 goal, 1 assist, a 9.1 rating for Diego Ortiz in this derby. 95% passing accuracy, 4 key passes. You can see that manager feedback, he actually has 3 reds to 1 green. But his 1 shot off target did actually hit the post. So he could have had 2 goals in this game. But it was not to be as we move into the Borussia derby. Tie of both teams with Borussia in their name. But a lovely ball here by Ortiz. Can't quite find Lopez. A bit more power on that, and that would have got to Lopez, but he does find him in the end. Lays him through, strikes it at the near post, and somehow that one sneaks in. 6 minutes into the game, Ortiz has got an assist, Lopez has got a goal, and that somehow snuck into the back of the net past the goalkeeper. I'm not quite sure how it did, but nonetheless, Dortmund are winning. 14 minutes in, Ortiz can't quite win the header. Witzel heads it down to him. He's going to play it back out wide. He's going to find Sancho. Sancho is going to find Kagawa. Kagawa is going to find Ortiz, and he just easily tucks that one past the keeper. That's 1 goal, 1 assist for Ortiz 16 minutes into this match. And he's instantly gonna be loving this one. Now, Gladbach fans are going to be hating this. But Gilavogi finds Sakaria. Sakaria hits it on the first time. And there is a lifeline for Mönchengladbach. They've got 70 minutes to get back into this one to score 1 more goal. But if Ortiz has anything to say about it, 22 minutes in, the ball is going to be whipped across. It's going to find the head of Delaney. He's going to restore that 2-goal margin. And the game is going to continue as a 3-1. Sorry. Ortiz runs up to the camera to celebrate with Delaney. And on the hour mark, he has requested a substitution because he does want to play in the next match. An 8.8 rating, 1 goal, 1 assist. Not too bad for 60 minutes work. It wasn't even 60, it was 16 minutes work. But the game did end 5-1 to Borussia Dortmund, and before this Mainz game, Ortiz was feeling a bit rough. That's why he came off earlier at the hour mark instead of playing the full 90. So he just went for a jog up in the hills of the German countryside. But you can see there are a couple of mansions up on the hillside, not too bad. Maybe one day Ortiz can get into one of those, but he just took a moment to stop as the sun was rising and just take a look at the view over Dortmund as the Mainz team travel to Signal Iduna Park to take on Borussia Dortmund. And with the training, hopefully, Ortiz can play the full 90 in this game. But the ball's played out wide to Lopez. Lopez is going to find back to Sancho. Back to Lopez. Eventually finds Ortiz. Lays it off to Illaramendi. He's going to find Witzel. Witzel, that's a brilliant ball through to Jadon Sancho. And he tucks it home 3 minutes into the game. It is 1-0 to Borussia Dortmund. With a lovely, lovely ball through to Sancho. I think it was Witzel that played the ball. But into the second half, the hour mark arrives. Botius is about to whip this one in. Really poor clearance, but the ball finds Ortiz. He's got 3 men around him, but he's got the pace. The training worked off. It's a nice ball from Sancho to Ortiz, and he's just going to lay it across to Marco Reus. Open goal, pretty much, to tuck it into. That's an assist for Ortiz, doubling the lead. 2-0 now, just past the hour mark. But the pace there by Ortiz to get away from those 3 men, as well as the strength, is brilliant. Gabamin tries to play the ball forward, but it doesn't find his player. It finds Witzel. Witzel is going to play this one to Reus. Reus back to Delaney. Delaney through to Ortiz. 1-on-1. And he tucks it past the keeper. 1 goal, 1 assist in this game. A 9.0 rating. 3-0. Hopefully that should be 3 points wrapped up. But showing prior, he got the assist. He's showing off the muscles because he held off 3 players. And you can see there, 1 goal, 1 assist. A 9.0 rating. Not too bad. A 90% passing accuracy as well. 2 key passes. And a whole lot of strength and pace used. You can see there, the shot on target was right down the middle and the keeper saved it. And to end the episode, Ortiz was invited to a nice little party, a little get-together. And he's heading his way to the bar. You can see there's a couple players already here at the party. So he goes up to the bar, orders his drink. The barman says, it's going to be a while, so just go get chatting to someone. And a young lady catches the eye of Ortiz. He goes over a little chat. And what can happen? We'll find out in the next episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.